And we are live. Hopefully, aloha
Aloha!
to everybody.
Hey everyone,
Oh,
welcome to Oahu, Hawaii, and beautiful Waikiki Beach.
beautiful Waikiki Beach. Oh, we planned on setting up so the beach would be behind us, but the wind was just so bad we kind of had to get near a wall to block some of the wind, and the sun was in the wrong spots. All kinds of crazy stuff was happening. So, but we'll turn the camera back around a little bit and show you all the beautiful beach. And wow, well, if you're here listening, give a little shout out and let us know you're here. Mark Walters was on earlier. Lori,
Yes.
Thomas, Tracy. Hi, Tracy. Good to see you. Uh, it's been a really interesting.
Oh yes.
We've had a really interesting time. First of all, let us know if you can hear us. Okay, I've got a little clip-on mic that we're both sharing. I had a dual head mic that I left at home.
No
I
way.
don't know how I
You
did
left
that.
it at home?
As much planning as I did. I even bought the mic especially for this, and I guess I left it at home because I could not find it. So
Shame, shame. Shame,
okay.
shame.
All right, Tracy says she can hear. Hi, Ryan,
Woohoo!
Thomas, Brian, Lori, and awesome. There's Brian. Hi, Franklin.
Hey! Aw, hi
Cutest,
Franklin!
cutest 1-year-old on the planet.
We need to go to the ABC store and buy Franklin a
We
souvenir.
need to buy Franklin a souvenir. That's right.
Soon, he can be our mascot.
Well, this has been an amazing week. The trials to get over here are not for the faint-hearted. We went through COVID tests. We had to pay for multiple COVID tests because of some errors that were made on a couple of people's parts.
Mine.
Well, mine too. Errors were made. And we ended up having to do another COVID test. And after all of that, we found out that we could have just gone to Walgreens and gotten a free test. But when I ordered the for pay test, the Walgreens test was not showing as an option on the American Airlines portion of the Safe Aloha website. So we had to I went ahead and paid for the. Let me just miss that thing here. I had to pay for the mail-in test, and we were biting our fingernails waiting for those to come back. We had to overnight them to California and then wait for them to process them. So they processed in about 12 hours after. No, between 8 and 12 hours after they got them. So all in all, it was less than four. No, less than 48. Yeah, it was
Less than 48 hours.
less than 48 hours by the time from the time we took the test, we already had the results. That's not bad considering they went all the way to California. So anyway,
Yeah.
so aw, Franklin's awesome. Tracy, the ABC stores are for real.
Mm-hmm.
I laugh every time I walk down the street. There's an ABC store, and then next to the ABC store is
An ABC
an
store.
ABC store. And then you walk to the corner, and what do you know? There's another ABC store. They are everywhere. I don't see how there's so many of them. When I do a video recap, when I get home, I'm going to bring up on Google Maps and just do Waikiki and type in ABC store and have the little marker come up for every single one of them because it's insane how many of them there are.
But they're very handy. They do have a lot of the things that you need.
Yeah, Hawaiian Buc-ee's.
Yes.
Much smaller.
Yes. Smaller than home. Yes.
Yeah, some are tiny. Some are just
Others are a nice size. So
yeah, and some are they vary. But wow. But yeah, we bought suntan lotion there. We bought a sponge there because we're staying at a hotel. It's a very inexpensive hotel, like $70 a night. And it actually has surprising amenities for $70 a night. Hey, my mom's on. Charlene Holman is my mom. Everybody say hey, mom. Surprising amenities for a $70 hotel. And they have dishes. They have, like we're talking plates and spoons and bowls and cups.
Yeah, just enough for they know that there's
Yeah.
2 people going to stay in our room, so there's enough for 2 that they set up for us. But yeah, they have a sink that you wash your dishes and everything you use, but you get your little soap, your dishwashing soap.
Yeah, they give you
but
soap.
You don't get anything to wash them with.
No sponge.
So it's kind of hard. So we just got it. That's the reason behind the sponge.
So we went and bought a sponge.
Yeah.
So anyway, let's see who all's here. Hey, Allison, look at that sunshine in the background. Okay, this is for you, Allison, since you're coming here.
Hang on a second. Give a second.
Let's see. I'm going to attempt to change the camera so it faces out. Let's see, camera facing back. Let's see, and there's beautiful Waikiki.
It is actually pretty busy today.
It is. It is insanely busy. I'm panning around here.
Yeah, I read this morning a news article that said Friday, the day we came in, was the day that they had the most people arrive in Honolulu so far this week. And that would explain why some of you have seen that we had to wait an exorbitantly long line to after we got off the plane in order to do our Hawaii business and show our testing and all that kind of stuff. That would explain why, because we were one of, I think I can't remember how many thousands of people they said that were.
Yeah, it was crazy.
It was crazy.
Yeah, well, I knew spring break would be busy, obviously. You know, when we booked our tickets, we knew this would be the high point for the spring, at least, obviously. And that American Airlines was running a killer deal during spring break, which really surprised me. You'd think if they were going to give away tickets like they did, they would do it for April or something like that, kind of the low season. But they did it during spring break. Actually, they did it for the whole spring, but including spring break. So we jumped on it. That's the only reason we're here.
Yeah.
We were looking at doing a June trip with April after she graduates. And then the March trip came up for $198 round trip. So we bought 4 tickets for us, plus Carl, plus April. So all of us are here. And you just can't beat that price. You can't not go for $198. So hey, Carol, we are having a great time. Hi, Nick.
Thank you so much for everything you're doing for us.
Yeah, Carol.
For our lovely animals at home. Carol is being such a sweet neighbor.
Carol is going above and beyond in everything.
Chasing our cat through the neighborhood in the middle of the night. She's awesome.
April's cat got out in the middle of the night the other night, and she was getting it back in our house at 5 a.m. So she's amazing. Bomb. She is the bomb. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Hey, Klaus. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Yeah, there are a lot of people here. It's a busy beach. We were here over the weekend, and there weren't half this many people here. I was kind of thinking Wednesday afternoon there wouldn't be as many people as there were on Saturday or Sunday or wherever, whatever day it was.
This is also spring break. We found it for those kiddos here in Hawaii.
That's true.
So, could be a total explanation as to why we're we're seeing more people here this week. Hey, we're back.
This is the Hawaii school spring break too. So, in addition to being spring break at a lot of American schools. So anyway, wow. Let's see, what else have we done? This morning we tried to go snorkeling at one of the beginner snorkeling places. They there's one beach, I can't remember the name of it, but it's where we say, okay, if you've never really been snorkeling before, it's the beach to go for beginning snorkeling. And we went there, and they were turning people away at the gate. We thought, are they already full? Is the parking lot already full? Because around here, that's the thing.
They only take so many on this beach. I think 120 people on the beach at a time.
Yeah.
So if you're not one of the first 120, you are waiting for the next slot. So.
But what turned out was actually last night they had a sewage pump break, and they couldn't get any of the bathrooms to work. So they had to shut down the entire beach because they didn't have bathroom facilities. So what we ended up doing, we ended up going further down the beach to a beach called Sandy Beach. There's a generic name for you, Sandy Beach.
It was very sandy, yes.
Hey, Jocelyn. Hey, Jocelyn. Good to see you. So yeah, and hey, Ronnie. Didn't mean to ignore you, Ronnie and Nick. Welcome. So yeah, we went to Sandy Beach, and that beach had, without a doubt, the biggest waves I've ever seen in my entire life. I used to live in Florida. I grew up, pre-elementary school in Florida, and I've been to California before, and these waves at Sandy Beach were 2 or 3 times that big. And I was trying to stand in water that was only about knee high to me, and a wave would come and it just completely knocked me over. And I'm 6'8", so it was a very powerful wave, and I was worried about the kids, especially April.
Yeah, and I think April got tumbled by a couple of waves.
A couple. So
the funny thing is, she told me, she said, "Did you get that on video?"
Yeah.
I was like, "Really?" Yeah, I did most of it until I thought she was in trouble, but I turned it off. It's like, oh my goodness.
Yeah, it was. I'm going to come to the mic here. Wind's picking up. You can probably see it on camera. So yeah, incredible waves, a lot of fun. The kids really enjoyed it. Sand in my eyes. Ouch.
Hey, the gals are on.
Hey, gals. Oh, so.
Yeah, I can't get sand in my new eyes. So there.
Yeah, since she had her eye.
Brand new eyes.
She had her eye surgery. Yes. So let's see. Let's scroll back, and there's Ronnie. Hey, gonna try to listen tonight. Working. Okay. Try to listen. Talk. Okay. Oh, he's still working. Wow. Sorry to hear that. Yeah, we try to put these at night, and we aren't going to stay on super long. Not only do we have a luau to go to,
but somebody else is doing a live as well.
Yeah,
tonight.
the famous Mark and Jocelyn are doing their famous Whiskey Wednesdays on Walter's World tonight at 8, and it'll be the first one of those that we've missed since. Wow.
I don't know if you've missed any.
I don't know if we ever have.
Missed some
yeah, because you sleep, but yeah. I think it's been 2019 since I missed one. We always tune into Mark and Jocelyn because they're such amazing travel experts. They're such an inspiration. Hey, Eric B. Good to see you, man. This is great. This has been really, really nice. Carol, that's a funny story. Carol says, what's the time difference? The time difference was 4 hours when we came over here, but now it's 5 hours because
Hawaii doesn't do daylight saving time.
Yeah, well, 5 hours to Central Time because daylight. We didn't go through daylight savings time last weekend like most of you, the rest of y'all did. So yeah, it'll be fun.
That's a good reason to come to Hawaii whenever it's daylight savings time. You don't lose your hour of sleep.
Yeah, but we're gonna lose 5 hours tomorrow.
Well, that's tomorrow.
We leave tomorrow at 7 o'clock p.m. Hawaii time, and between the time change and the 8-hour flight, it's going to be 7:30 a.m. before we get into DFW on Friday morning.
Brian, you're leaving so soon. You just got here.
Brian. Well, thanks for tuning in, Brian. Mark said we are so going to miss you on the live. Well, I just Mark will miss it too. We'll be able to listen for a little bit. Probably we'll have it on in the car on the way to the luau. The luau is 30 minutes from here, so we'll probably be on for at least the first hour of your live stream, and I'm sure I'll catch up with the rest later. But hate missing it, but we'll be there. Let's see. We got new comments. Let's see. Mark says safe travels, buddy. Well, thanks, man. Yeah, we're very blessed to be able to take this trip. Like I say, between the price of the tickets and the killer deal we got on the hotel, and even the inexpensive rental car, it's ended up not being that very expensive a trip at all. I'm documenting the rental car and the hotel, and it's not all great. We've run into a couple things with the rental car, including 2 flat tires this week. Yep. That may or may not be the fault of the rental car company, but we'll document it later and see how it all turns out. I mean, I haven't had 2 flat tires in a week on my entire trip. I mean, my entire life. I've had 2 flat tires just since Saturday here, and I don't know if it's because of car maintenance or what, but yeah, there's a couple iffy things, but we'll see what happens when we turn the car back. Fortunately, I use Chase Sapphire, and we have full coverage for rental car coverage. So if they try to charge me for a flat tire that I don't think was my fault, I think it was a pre-existing condition, at least we're covered through Chase, which is good. Right. I'm not sure if this is Tracy or who, but it says, have you guys done a one island to be able to island hop? I would have liked to be able to island hop. I looked into it, but with the COVID restrictions, it's just next to impossible. We would have had to get another COVID test and basically the whole procedure over again for what it took to get over here. We would have had to do that to island hop.
Yeah, and there's the 4 of us here too, so the extra ticket flights to hop from Oahu to Maui and then back would have been a bit of an extra expense, but it would have been nice to do in a perfect world. It would have been something we'd have looked into doing. It definitely wanted to do, but we have plenty of time that we could come back again another day and check out some of the other islands and stuff like that.
Nick, yes, it is a nonstop all the way to DFW, and it's a long flight. I mean, I told Terry on the way over here, this might be the longest flight we ever take in our lives.
Yeah.
Because I don't think going from like New York to Paris or even Rome to New York, like we're planning on next year, is going to be as long as DFW to Hawaii. And yes, completely domestic. And no, they did not serve any meals. They served a little package with some Oreos and some wheat crackers in it, and they gave us a Coke. And that's all we got for about over 8 hours. So yeah, it was it was a long flight. Somebody asked what kind of plane was it? It was a 777, American Airlines 777, and it was filled to the gills. Every seat was booked. In fact, there was 10 people before the flight that were on standby to get onto the plane.
They were asking if there was anyone who was willing to. I mean, we were even getting emails that morning asking us if we would be willing to give up our seats in exchange for something else, and a cash thing in a new flight. But we were we're on pretty.
Under normal circumstances, I'm all ears when it comes to those offers. Like, we'll pay you $600 a person to take a later flight. Three problems with that. One, it would have messed up our whole 72-hour rule for getting COVID testing, because I got COVID tested. My COVID test was 9:20 in the morning on Tuesday morning, and we left at 9:05 on Friday morning. Literally, if I had taken a later flight, my COVID test would have been invalid. Would have been expired.
Because you and Carl's tests were even
in the morning.
Took them first, even though April and I took ours later in the day. But hey, Mark Walters, we did get Biscoff cookies though on there. He forgot to tell you.
Oh, that's true. We got some Biscoff, but they weren't Delta Biscoffs.
They weren't Delta.
And the other thing is, I paid for extra leg room, and on a flight that long, I would not have considered switching flights if it wasn't getting extra leg room. And the third thing is, we were in a party of 4, and the chance to be able to get a party of 4 with even 2 people sitting next to each other, it would have been slim to none. I mean, I'll only take a later flight if I'm flying by myself. So yeah, it's not something I would have chosen. Now,
later down the list, Daniel was asking if we went to Pearl Harbor.
Yeah,
and that's quite a story in itself.
Yeah, let me answer Carol's question real quick. Okay. Well, let's just go in order. I will forget this. Oh, Daniel, we'll get to you. So, what do you do at a luau? I don't know. We've never been. We're going to go tonight. In fact, right after here, we're going to a luau. I think it's a show, fire dancing, probably eating some kind of pig. I don't know. We'll find out.
We'll find out in a few hours.
Lori, yes, gas can be expensive over here. Funny thing is, we went to Sam's to get some supplies just for the room, so we wouldn't have to feel like we had to eat out every meal. Thank you, Tracy, for that tip. Tracy was the one that said, find a Costco, find a Sam's. It's like, wow, that actually worked. We've been eating muffins, crackers, and stuff all week.
Yeah.
So
at least for breakfast.
The Sam's had gas that was only about 60 cents higher than it was in Dallas right now, which I thought was not bad. A lot of places it was a good $1 above per gallon over what we were seeing in Dallas.
Well, I think we saw $3.46 a gallon or something like that today.
So who was it? Was it Carmen that asked about potholes? Potholes. Potholes all over the place, and I don't know if that's what caused the flats or not, but yeah, the potholes are crazy here.
They did not help any.
Crazy here. Nick, the price of a gallon, most places it's around 360 to 370. At Sam's, I think it was around 330, and that was low enough that I was surprised. Tracy, yeah, we had two flats this week, so I don't know if it's the potholes or what. And of course, we were riding around this morning without a spare tire, and I hit another pothole, and everybody in the car went, ah! Because we just knew what was coming.
Our son was like, don't you think you should check the front tire?
Yeah. We were on a narrow highway winding around. He said, you want to get out and check the front tire? It's like, no. If the front tire starts going down, I'll be able to feel it in the steering wheel. So I wasn't going to stop just for that. Let's see. What has been your favorite meal? Ooh. Okay. Probably we just ate at it was Kono's barbecue and some Hawaiian pulled pork, and it was so good. It's a Hawaiian barbecue. It was so good. We had udon yesterday, Japanese noodles with what's that chicken called? Katsu?
Yeah.
Chicken katsu with udon noodles. It was really good.
Yeah.
Last night we had a Japanese hibachi meal where you actually cook it yourself. They bring you the grill and you cook it yourself. That beef was so good.
Yeah.
It was absolutely.
We actually had our son tell us that was the best meal he's ever eaten in his life.
Yeah, and and we cooked it ourselves. Of course, you didn't get a reduction in price, but
no.
we definitely cooked it ourselves.
Yeah.
Let's see here, Eric. That's all they gave you. Yeah, that's all. Yeah, no, Mark. I'm sure you're talking about the food. It was considered a domestic flight, so they didn't give a meal. But we had snacks packed. I had a big old bag of beef jerky per person, and we were fine. Basically we ate jerky as a meal. And open the bag, and you don't notice at home when you open a bag how much it smells. Of course, jerky smells good, but it still has an odor. So it's like open the bag, it's like, ooh, everybody can smell that now. So yes. I don't think I was being a good passenger by opening jerky on the plane.
I think I mentioned that to you once.
Yes, you did, but it's like I was hungry. So yeah, jerky probably was not the best choice for the plane. Even though it's high in protein, it definitely emitted an odor. So let's see. New York to Rome is about the same flight time. It's also about the same time as LA to Tahiti. Interesting. Yeah, I did say if we ever make it to Japan, or Australia, that will be my longest flight ever. Let's see. Everybody's saying hi to each other. Nick says his longest flight is 9 hours. Okay, Tracy, here's the story with Pearl Harbor. When they say the boat to Pearl Harbor leaves at 8:30, they ain't kidding. It leaves at 8:30. We were about 2 minutes late for that boat.
Because of a flat tire?
Well, flat tire. My son did not have an approved mask. He had a mask with one of those vents in it. And I knew that it wouldn't be okay for the plane. And I told him that. I said, they won't let you on the plane with that. But he wore that to Pearl Harbor thinking it was okay. He likes the mask. It was something...
we bought it for him for Christmas.
Yeah, it was a Christmas present.
Final Fantasy.
Yeah, I think Final Fantasy,
14 thing that we bought for him. He's very hard to choose for, but
yeah. So we had to go into the gift shop to buy him another mask. There was all kinds of construction around Pearl Harbor, and literally the detour sign told us to go the wrong way. Like the arrow said go left, but we were actually supposed to go right. So the detour sign betrayed us. And we stopped for breakfast on the way there, and the McDonald's drive-thru just took forever. So there's like 4 different things that kept us from being there on time. But no, we missed the boat. And they said, well, you can go on the standby list, but the standby list already had 20 people on it. So it's like, fine. So we're going to go back in the morning. And
we did walk around the grounds of Pearl Harbor.
Yeah, we walked around. We got some pictures. There was a nice rainbow there.
And
before we left, because of the weather, I had actually booked 2 different days at Pearl Harbor, and the tickets are only like $1. So it's like, okay, book every day. I don't care. Tickets are $1. So we had tickets for Thursday already. So I said, okay, we'll just come back on Thursday. But we drove all the way out there and did not get to go on the boat because we were just a little bit late. But anyway, Ryan, did they block middle seats or sell them all? They sold them all. They sold them all.
I was in the middle seat, and I was worried about it for my kids actually, because our son is a little bit of a germaphobe, and so I was really worried about that with him. But yeah. So yeah, they sold them all. I mean, it was 3, 4, 3 on the plane, and everything was.
Yeah, it's the first wide body plane I'd ever been on. There was a lot of people there. Yeah, Josh, I can take short flights. I flew from DC to here for an Army conference thing without extra leg room and regretted it. But 2 or 3 hours, I'm okay.
Yeah, you went to Seattle with Carl. Was that okay?
Yeah, I went. No, we survived. We survived. And a lot of it depends on the plane too. I find that 737s have less leg room, and the smaller the plane, there's a 2+2 plane, Embraer 175, something like that we're going to be flying coming back from Boston. And I hear horror stories about how little leg room it has. So we'll probably have to upgrade to Comfort Plus, or no, it's not Comfort Plus. It's extra, main extra, whatever American Airlines has, because that one's supposedly really, really bad. We're taking that one from Boston to Raleigh, Charlotte, one of those 2. Anyway, and then a 737 the rest of the way home. Jump in here. The jump is real. Oh, I see Darian's on. Hold on. Oh wow,
we didn't even say spaghetti ice
There's
yet.
a lot of chats yet. Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
Zach, we are loving it. Zach, we are loving it. It's had its challenges just because of rain and logistics, and our, just about everything we planned on doing has not come to fruition. Just about everything we've had to make adjustments with.
Yeah.
But it's been nice.
Plan A, Plan B, Plan C, Plan D, Plan E, all of those have been put into effect while we are here on the land.
We've had to be really flexible. We've managed to have a good time just about every day. Tracy says, try the poi. Okay, mental note, try the poi. Let's see. The gas is seeking 309 in Illinois. Ouch.
Yeah.
Ouch. Let's see. We rarely have a flight to Hawaii here. Runsbury, Delta, Minneapolis to Honolulu. Yeah. That's a long flight for direct. I imagine O'Hare has them, but I don't know. Well, it depends on the airline too.
Yeah.
If Delta, well, not from Chicago. Delta won't. I'm not sure which airline you're talking about. Oh, he does the Delta. Never mind. Yeah, Delta nonstop is a bust for us just about everywhere. We can go to New York. We can go to Atlanta, obviously. Salt Lake City, Los Angeles, but we tend to travel American more just because there's more options for nonstop.
Out of DFW, yeah.
Oh my, Lori says they go on a $4 gallon in California. So gas is cheaper in Honolulu than it is in California. Wow. Mark, April tried poke. We did not try poke. Maybe we should have, but I don't even eat sushi, so poke is like the next level on that. But she liked it, right?
She seemed to like it, I think.
She liked it. Lori, we have not been to a 7-Eleven. We've seen about 90 of them. Maybe we should try it. If it's not a regular 7-Eleven, if they've got something special there, we can probably drop by. Let's see. Eric B says he loves jerky. I love jerky too.
Yeah. My son did a thing once where he got a recipe and made homemade beef jerky, and it was so good.
It was very good. Hey, Darren. Love you, man. Love you, brother. Yeah, this has been amazing. We are in the land of Darren's birth. He was born in Hawaii, and I'll try to get some pictures of the hospital that you're talking about that you were born in. If I can find that hospital, I will take pictures of it tomorrow. Let's see. No stinky foods or feet on plane. Keep the jerky, in the bag, and the stinky food,
No, he kept the jerky in his belly.
Yeah, the jerky went in my belly. Went from bag to mouth really fast. Yeah. And it smelled good, but it did have an odor, and I felt bad. So that's one of those live and learn things. So. Anyway, I was just trying to find something for the long flight that would give me some protein. I can't survive on crackers for a 9-hour flight.
I think he mainly did it for me because I'm the only one that doesn't eat peanut butter.
That's true, yeah.
They were eating peanut butter crackers and stuff like that.
Yeah,
I don't do peanut butter.
I was trying to find something with protein for her. So, anyway.
Hey, Blaine's on here.
All right. Hey, Blaine. Good to see you, man.
I'm sorry, we're just now getting down.
Yeah,
You've probably been on for at least 30 minutes, right?
We haven't been on 30 minutes, Goofy. Anyway, so yeah, Darren says unable to tag. Let's see. Hate to feed things on planes. I kept my shoes on the whole time, obviously. Like I say, even the seat with extra leg room, it's pretty uncomfortable for somebody my size. And seats were very narrow too. I'm not exactly petite, and it was quite tight in the midsection. So I'm not sure. There's not much you can do about that unless we want to lose weight. But yeah, I sat down and went, ooh, this thing's really squeezing me. Anyway, let's see here. Let's scroll down some comments. Everyone say hi to each other. Oh, crap. Okay, hold on. The jump is real. Oh, man. Okay.
What's that? Go down a little bit more, dude. Klaus said his.
Oh, Klaus. Whoa. $7.50 per gallon. Holy cow.
I can't even imagine. I can't even imagine. I would get in shape and be riding my bike.
Yeah, we definitely be riding bike. Electric cars,
get a scooter.
Like that. Wow. Hey. Driving to the North Shore and hitting some surf stacks for lunch can be cool. We did that at 81 was in the Army before it took the bus. Yeah, the bus system is pretty good. We were way out on the leeward side the other day, and they were still running Honolulu County buses. It's like I had no idea the bus went this far. Yeah. So if you come here and you just don't want to rent a car, you can get a lot of places with the bus. I was really surprised. Yeah. Let's see. The gals had to run. Darren says just got through eating a German restaurant. Yeah, we saw your live on Instagram, Darren.
Yeah, we did.
You have to let us know if you found that place Sanford that has spaghetti ice. Let's see. Chicago has nonstop to Hawaii, according to Thomas. Yeah, Allison, I'm not a sushi person. I'm just not. I need my food to be cooked and breaded and stuff like that. Let's see. Carol says, "What's the most common fish served?" What have we seen the most?
I honestly don't know.
I don't know because I haven't eaten a lot of seafood while we're here.
Our kids would be able to answer that question.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll ask them to come tell you whenever we get home.
I've eaten a lot of pork and chicken this week. Yes, Lori, we have had spam a couple times.
Yes, we did.
They serve spam, believe it or not, at the Japanese barbecue, Japanese hibachi place, and we had.
We went down the street for lunch, from right around the corner.
Yeah, and they served like it was a rice ball with spam on it, but we got teriyaki spam with a bed of rice, and spam's huge here.
Yes.
Let's see. Carol says she loves sushi. What is the fish? I don't know what the fish is. We haven't done much for fish. Daniel said, "Oh, musubi. Yeah, that's exactly what we got. Our hotel's right next to a musubi place, and we did get the spam musubi there. That's exactly where we went." Okay, when we're at Pearl Harbor tomorrow, remind me we're supposed to look for a pink hospital. That's assuming they haven't painted in the last 51 years, Darren.
Yeah, no kidding.
We will look for a pink hospital, and if it's not pink, oops. Oh well. Let's see. Yeah. Let's see here.
Hula ketchup at the Hula Grill.
Hula ketchup at the Hula Grill. Best ketchup ever. I'm not sure where the Hula Grill is.
It's not Heinz. It can't be the ketchup. Best ketchup ever.
Pittsburgh girl here. Oh, let's see. Spam and eggs is the best. Well, thanks for being here. Let's see here. Spam is popular one made here in Austin, Minnesota. All of it? I thought they had a spam processing plant here. Maybe they don't. I don't know. Anyway, well, we're caught up with the comments. That's awesome. So, if anybody has any other questions, throw them out. We're having a good time here. It's been amazing just having just having this scenic background. For those of you joined late, I'm going to turn the camera around so you can see where we are. Hold on. Camera. StreamYard lets you select the camera that you are using. So that's Diamond Head right out
over there.
That's Diamond Head.
Oh, speaking of which, we've been trying to check out some of the overlooks and stuff that they say, oh, best overlook for sunrises and sunsets. And oh my word.
Those overlooks don't work if it's raining and cloudy.
Yeah.
Which is what it has been all week here.
That's the running joke, I think. Whenever we get in the car to go anywhere with the kids, I think the first thing we look for is rain, and it usually happens.
Yep.
So
let's see here.
So I think that's one of the things when you come here, you just got to expect that out of the blue, rain showers just kind of hover. They don't like do east to west to east like they do on the mainland. They just kind of hover and develop and disappear. And, you just got to make do.
Says Hula Grill. Tommy says Hula Grill is at the Outrigger Waikiki. Again, I don't know where that is, but we can look it up. Yeah, we can look it up. We're doing the luau tonight, and we leave tomorrow at 7. So for dinner, we're kind of already booked up for all of our dinners. Are the kids staying close, or are they doing their own thing? They are more or less, yes. They haven't gone out and explored too much on their own, even though we've given them that option.
Yeah, we've given them the time. We've given them the option that they didn't always have to do stuff with mom and dad. They really haven't taken advantage of it. So April has issues with her knees, and so she's been having some problems with knee pain while she's been here. So that's part of the reason.
I'm changing the camera back. Hold on. Settings. Camera. Hold on. It's a multiple step process. It's nice that I can do that, but it's definitely a multiple step process. So today, but they wanted to sleep late just about every day, and today said, okay, we're going to do this snorkeling thing that didn't work out. So we dragged them out of bed. They have their own room. Their room is next to ours, and that way they don't have to share a room with mom and dad. So it's the nice thing about the affordable hotel rooms is we get 2 rooms for cheaper than the price, a lot cheaper than the price of one large room with probably 2 double beds in it. And the nice thing about this hotel we're staying at, there's no resort fees at all. So $70 a night with no resort fees. So that's amazing.
Waikiki Central.
Waikiki Central is the hotel, and I'll put out a video later on it. Like I say, it has some issues. The elevator broke for about 3 days. We had to take the stairs to the 4th floor, but oh well.
Which is no big deal except for April. With her knees,
with her bad knees. Yeah, we survived. Anyway, but yeah, Carol. Oh, Darren says. Let's see. Carol says, "I like to meet other travelers when I go places. What is the strangest place you've heard visitors from?" Oh man, visitors here. We haven't talked to that many people here. Of course, just about everybody on the plane that we were with was from Dallas.
Yeah.
People wearing Buc-ee's shirts and things like that. We're sitting on a Buc-ee's tower right now. Thanks to Mark Walters and his gang, we know people from all over the world, and I don't know if there are any. I don't know what would be a strange place. Strangest place you've heard visitors from. I don't know how to answer that question. I know our friend Eric lives in Austria, and we're hoping to visit him next year. The world is so much smaller than it used to be because of things like this, because of chatting, and we can talk to somebody in Australia or Russia or anything, and it's an amazing experience. I feel like I have friends all over the world now. It's pretty incredible. Darren says, "How's the pineapple?" My mom worked at the Dole pineapple plant. Well, Darren, we will tell you tomorrow morning, because tomorrow after Pearl Harbor, we're going to come back and check out the hotel. And since our flight doesn't leave at 7, if the weather's good, we're going to go to the Dole pineapple plantation and take the tour and try some pineapple.
Yeah, we were supposed to do it earlier this week, but
rain wiped us out.
Before we even got on the plane, we were seeing the flooding and stuff from the heavy rains that were hitting Maui and also hitting the North Shore. So we really technically haven't been up on North Shore very much, what everybody thinks of as North Shore, because we really weren't sure what all the flooding had been like and how they were recovering and all that kind of stuff. But
the flooding was really bad there. There were whole beaches that were shut down. So Darren, we're gonna check out some pineapple tomorrow, and I will let you know.
Yeah. So the point of that is our early in the week we were supposed to go to the pineapple plantation and do that. We just rescheduled it then.
Hey, a catamaran is setting sail. Hold on, I'm gonna turn on the front camera so you can see the sailboat headed out. Hold on. Gotta turn the camera up. There we go. So the boat is heading out. There it is.
There it is.
So
they have catamarans that you can go out and hear from straight from the beach. So it's really cool.
Carol asked the question about she said bring back a little tube of sand. Funny story, earlier today we were on the ABC store. We were on the beach, and Carl found a rock that he showed to April because he thought it was really cool. It was a white rock with like red strands running through it, and it had like holes in it.
It was porous.
It was porous. Yeah, thank you. And he said, "Well, we can take it home." And I said, "Hold on there, buddy."
Yep.
I said, "I don't think that's a lava rock because it's not black. I know we can't take lava rocks home." And then it occurred to me, "Oh, that's coral. No, we definitely can't take coral home. They would bust us one side up the other." So yeah, you cannot leave the island with coral. So I said, "Put that thing back where you got it. So help me." So no. So they put it back. It was just a loose rock. He didn't like dislodge it or anything. But yeah. It was pretty, and I think we took a picture of it. But it definitely was not something we would feel comfortable taking home. Let's see here. Did you see the Wyland mural? My mom says we saw a couple. We saw a couple of them. Yeah. It was rain. Did you take a picture?
No, not of the one she wanted, but there was a really nice mural on one of the buildings. We were at Pearl Harbor, and I took a picture of that one.
Yeah.
And we do need to drive by that again.
Yeah, it'll be there tomorrow when we drive. Yeah, that one. The other, yeah. Every time we've driven by the one that I know you're talking about,
it's been raining.
It's been raining. Yeah, so it's been raining off and on each week. So, but yeah, we did see it, but it was way too rainy to take a a good picture or anything. So, wow. These things have been our lifesavers. Oh, I can't show this. Hold on. I just held.
You can't see what you're showing.
I just held something up for the camera, and I just realized the camera's not on us. Hold on. I'm changing the camera back. There we go. These things have been lifesavers all week. We each have one. They are insulated travel thermoses that Mark Walters sells on his site, waltersworld.store. And I tell you what, you could put cold water in these things, not even ice water, just cold water at the beginning of the day, and it stays cold all day. It is crazy. We absolutely love these things. So they've been a lifesaver. I've drank more water this week than I think I have in my entire life.
Yep.
And it's
Which
been,
is good.
It's been
Very
awesome.
Good. Very good for you. Very good for you.
Let's see. Nick says,
what has been the biggest surprise?
Biggest surprise in Hawaii? The potholes. How much it's rained.
Yes.
How sporadic the rain is. It'll rain even when the weather forecast, even when the weather radar says it's not raining, and it's raining on you. It's definitely raining. Yeah. And you pull up your weather app, and the weather app says it's not raining. It's raining. So it can rain literally anywhere, anytime. We were at the Japanese temple the other day, and it started downpouring, and we survived the best we could. And it was just crazy. It was just crazy wet. We were crazy wet, soaking wet, like we stepped out of the shower, went through a tunnel to go through a mountain, on the other side of the tunnel, and it was bright sunshine and blue skies. It's like, this is insane.
We went. It almost happened the same way going. It wasn't exactly when we came out of the tunnel going to the Japanese garden.
Yeah.
But pretty much we were close to the traffic light to turn into the garden, and then it started pouring like it hadn't rained in forever.
Yeah.
It was. Yeah.
I think one thing, and we've made a note for a video we're going to make called the First Timers Experience in Hawaii, or I haven't worked out the title yet. But one thing you got to remember when you come to Hawaii is the restaurants here are 90% Asian food, Japanese, Korean specifically. Nothing wrong with that. You just kind of have to be prepared. If Asian food, unless you love rice and love seafood and love Asian food, you got to make sure there's enough restaurants near your hotel that you can find something else that you want to eat. I like Asian food. I eat Asian food. I just don't want to eat it 3 times a day. And so it's been a little bit of a trial sometimes, finding food that's like, okay, I'm a little tired of rice at this point. And we had a good burger the other day, and we had some barbecue today that was really nice. But it seems like it's about 90% Asian restaurants here, which, it is what it is. But unless you absolutely love Japanese food, be prepared to be looking for a while for a restaurant close to your hotel, because parking is horrible here. Yeah. If you're staying in Waikiki, you don't want to drive somewhere to go eat. You want to walk, because it's ridiculous trying to find parking spaces here.
Exactly.
That's why Hawaii is so green, because the rain. Absolutely true. It seems like it rains a couple times a day here at least. Everything stays so wet. You know what? Hawaii is better looking than we are, so I'm gonna switch the camera around again. Hold on, settings. I just want to keep showing people what we're looking at here. Here we go. Isn't that beautiful? Oh my! Absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible.
Yep, the catamaran's way
up there. Yeah. Jocelyn says, I'm drinking from my Walters World tumbler right now. It's kind of my only water container. And the funny thing is, we've had these things for over a year now. Here I am showing. Here. Here it is again. We've had these for well over a year now. I've literally never put anything but water in mine, which is weird for me because I'm not a huge water drinker, but I always drink water from this because it keeps it so cold and so nice.
Well, Jocelyn, we wish you were here.
Yeah.
I know your comment there says you're jealous of the view, and part of I know Mark probably feels this way too. Part of us kind of felt bad that y'all didn't get to make your trip, but we do. You're here in our hearts, and everything we see and everything we're doing around here, you guys are always on our mind, because we know that this was the same experience y'all wanted to have. So
yeah. Well, they were going to be on a different island, so I don't know what the experience. The different island may be a completely different experience.
And you know what? In a way, it may have been a good thing because I've heard Maui was hit much harder than the North Shore of Oahu.
Yeah, Maui. It's rained a lot this week. Maui got hit 10 times harder, and it's probably a good thing that y'all weren't here because I don't think you would have had a good time.
No.
So you could, if you're still in your heart, when all this COVID stuff is over and getting into Maui is easier, or getting to Oahu. If you decide to come to Oahu, we will certainly give you as much insider information that we possibly can, because Lord knows you and Mark have given us so much information for traveling the world. It would be the ultimate honor to be able to share some of that back with you, share an experience. So y'all are great. We love you to death. So let's see.
Mark's asking, did we get some sunburn for him?
No, but we did have to buy. Where'd it go? We had to buy reef-free suntan lotion. There it is.
Upside down.
That's upside down. Yeah. You have to buy a special suntan lotion here.
It's not reef-free.
Reef safe. Sorry, reef safe. Whatever the chemical that hurts.
But maybe it is because it has been repelling reef.
Yeah.
So.
We haven't been done that much outside all week, honestly, because of all the rain. We really haven't spent that much time outside. Even right now, we're in the shade. So I've used suntan lotion 2 or 3 times, but it really hasn't been that bad because it has been so cloudy all week. Let's see here. Let's see. It is what it is. Yeah. Our hearts broke for you when we found out you couldn't come, because I know how we would have felt if we had to cancel too. And of course, if we
this one here that I married would have been inconsolable for I don't know for how long.
We got such an amazing price on tickets. We knew that if our trip had to been canceled because of any number of reasons, our $198 tickets would have turned into $800 tickets times 4. And it's like one of the only reasons we could make this trip is because we got such a good price on tickets. So it was it literally may have been take it this month or never be able to go, at least with all 4 of us, at least the whole family. And it's been nice having the whole family. This, because of Carl's age, he's 24 now. This is probably the last trip we'll be able to take as a family, which kind of describes our YouTube channel, Escaping the Empty Nest, because I fully well expect that, from now on, most of the trips are going to be just Terry and I. So, let's see.
Oh, yeah, Carol's talking about
the storm
last night. Thank you for checking in on
our baby. Thank you.
Piglet gets really, really, really upset during storms.
Yes, she does.
April usually is there to hold her and cuddle her at night when there's a storm going through, and I imagine her going through a storm like that.
We have an awning in our backyard that covers April's parking space, and I saw on one of our security cameras that the storm completely busted one full the wires holding the awning to the building or to a tree completely snapped last night. So it was hard enough to break the wind was hard enough to break steel. So let's see. Tracy says we're happy to get to go. Tracy is a parent of a student of mine. Tracy's a parent of Daniel, and I've been Daniel's private lesson teacher for a long time. And Tracy has been to Hawaii so many times. I think she usually goes to Kauai, but she was a big help with a lot of travel information and giving us tips for this. And Tracy, we really appreciate your support and encouragement with that. And let's see, how many states do you have left to go to now? Funny story. Just last night, I was telling Terry, you know what? We have another state we can cross off now. We haven't even talked about that Hawaii is now crossed off our list. Right. I don't know how many.
I have to go home and count.
Yeah, I have more on my list. I have a lot of states in the Northeast I've never been to, which we're gonna.
And he's been to more states. Than I have,
and we're gonna between our New York trip we're taking in August and our Boston trip we're taking in October, we will we'll get a bunch more off the list by the end of the year. So, all right, I'm going to switch the camera back because Mark Walters is going to be setting up for his live stream here in a minute, and we got to get back to the hotel and get ready for the luau. So I am going to sign off and tell everybody listening how much I appreciate everybody being here and supporting us and our channel, and we love you all, and I'll be putting out some videos within the next month. I've been shooting a ton of videos. I have a video on the truth about the cheapest car rental, in Oahu, and the cheapest hotel in Waikiki. And it's not going to be all sunshine and rain. It's going to be a nice, fair review for people that just need a very budget-minded trip. If you have to come and you don't feel like you can do a high-rise $300 hotel, there are other options, but you have to know what you're getting into, good and bad. It's been mostly good, but there's some stuff people need to know about. So let's see here. So I'm going to sign off, and we got to get back to the hotel room so we can start to listen to Mark's live stream while we're getting ready. So thank you everybody for joining in, and
yeah, definitely, and like Mark said, thank you for subscribing and liking our channel and supporting us as we this is a whole new world for us, so we appreciate everybody's support.
Yeah, take care everybody. Bye. Wait, we got one new comment. She says something I can't pronounce. What's that? Mahalo.
Mahalo means thank you.
Mahalo, yeah, okay.
Mahalo for coming in today. Yes.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Thanks a lot. See ya.